Hi guys, my name is Jessie and you are back with another Coup review. Just made that up. Let's just run with it. So today I am going to be giving you a review on the Dyson Supersonic 1.5 years on from using it. I've had this for a year and a half now, and you know what? It's a very, very good piece of equipment. It is very, very, very good. The reason why I hadn't actually told you about it earlier is, like, given you a review earlier, is because I didn't know if it was worth it. So for me, a $500 price tag is very, very high for a piece of equipment like this. And I just didn't know if I could justify it, and if I could tell my followers, if I could tell you guys, if I could tell anybody really if it was worth it. So what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to kind of let you know how my hair has reacted. I've actually gone back to Dyson and done some tests on my hair, and I'll just give you those results as well. So the first thing I want to say is you get 3 nozzles that connect to this magnetically. So one of them is this one. It's about a centimeter, maybe like 1.2 centimeters wide. The other one is a lot thinner. I want to say like 0.7. I don't know what happened, but I dropped it, the whole thing, and then a little chip came out of it. So everything's very sturdy except for maybe like this little part here. It was completely my fault. And then from there, I've just lost it. There was another one that does this, you know, those ones, and I think it's a big diffuser. I never actually knew how to use those anywhere or any time. I've never known how to use those, so I don't use that either. So all I use is this nozzle, and it works just fine. Sometimes I use it without the nozzle, and that's also fine. So just a disclaimer, I did receive this from Dyson as a gift. I haven't actually told people yes or no that they need to get it because I wasn't sure up until this point. So that was over a year and a half ago. That was probably like 1 year, 6 or 7 months ago now. And I just recently went to another, I don't know what it was called. It was an event with Dyson Supersonic with the hairdryer. And what they did was just kind of show you a behind the scenes of how they actually get to the point of this machine. And all of the components are in the handle here. It's not actually in this part of the hairdryer, because as you can tell, it's completely just a hole. And so obviously there are little mechanical bits going around this ring here, but a lot of it is in the handle, which is actually quite amazing because it never actually gets very heavy when you're holding it. And another thing that I learned was that they've done so many tests on natural hair, on real hair, and the levels of degrees of when the hair starts to break and it's actually damaging to your hair. And so they found that sweet number of anything over 150 degrees Celsius is too high. And so they've created this product so that it will never get higher than 150 degrees. So you can blow dry your hair as much as you want, and you don't have to use a heat styling product, which is actually amazing. And it will not damage your hair. So obviously I've had blonde hair for a very long time now. For about, I don't know, I want to say 2 or 3 years now. So I've had blonde hair when I first got this machine. And so the most important thing that I took away from that event was they did this thing where they got a microscopic, gosh, I'm so not technical with this. Okay, so they got something that was like microscopic, and they look at your hair. And so they actually look at the strands of your hair, and then they had scientific engineers there, hair engineers or hair scientists or whatever they were. No disrespect, I wasn't 100% sure what they were, but they had their lab coats on, and they were scientists, and then they were analyzing people's hair. So they were analyzing the root, and then they were analyzing the very, very ends of your hair, which this is probably like 3 years old now, the very ends of my hair. So there was one girl that they got, one of the other beauty bloggers that I was with, they analyzed her roots. They're like, your roots look great. Of course, it was like a week old, whatever. Then her hair was probably as long as mine. Maybe a bit longer, and it was bleach blonde as well. They analyzed her hair. I would show you the photos, but to be honest, I couldn't read them. Like I didn't know what looked good and what looked bad. So he just said, look, your hair is very, very damaged. It is not in a good place. You know, you're better off just kind of cutting it off. And she was just mortified. She was like, I can't believe that. Like, you know, looking at her hair, it looks lush and it's beautiful and the most gorgeous blonde I've ever seen. But looking at it microscopically, it was damaged to the high heavens. So then I was a little bit nervous because I have very, very bleached blonde hair. Up until about 3 weeks ago, it was a lot blonder than this. And he looked at my roots, he's like, great. And then he looked at my ends, and I was surprised for him to say, your ends are very healthy. And I was like shocked, because I personally don't feel like they're super, super healthy. Like I don't think they're bad. I do take a lot of care about them. If you want to know some tips on how to take care of your bleached blonde hair, I'll put that below. I've actually done tips on that. And one of them included the Dyson. And so, yeah, I was very, very surprised that he said I had very healthy ends and I don't need to worry about them at all. And then when I was talking to her, the only difference really with our hair routine is that she uses a different hairdryer and I use the Dyson. And I thought that was a very, very interesting takeaway, because the hairdryer that she was using, I'm not going to name the brands, but the hairdryer that she was using, it dries very quickly, but it goes over 150 degrees. It might be even like almost 200, 210 degrees. I think that's like the amount that they kind of go between, like 180 and 210. And that's very, very damaging for your hair. So that was the most important takeaway that I've ever seen with that. And we both had the same amount of hair. The same length hair and very bleached blonde hair. So is the price tag worth it? I actually heard Dr. Carl say something like, if you care about your teeth, you would take care of your teeth, right? And he's like, you need to floss your teeth. And he's like, but you don't have to floss all of them, only the ones that you want to keep. And I'm just like, that's hilarious, because you could say that the same with your hair. Like, you don't have to put the best heat styling products on there, like wands and blow dryers and stuff like that. You can like skimp out on a $70 blow dryer if you want, but if you actually want to keep the longevity of your hair and healthy hair and hair that you don't have to keep going back to the salon and getting like masks and treatments and stuff, then you have to take care of it, essentially floss, you know what I mean? So if you want to have good hair, you have to get this machine. And I'm not just saying that. I am not paid by Dyson to say this, and it honestly has taken me like 19 months to tell you this, because I wasn't 100% sure, and now, beyond a shadow of a doubt, I could never use another machine on my hair. I'm going to take this machine to the hairdryer with me so Penny can blow dry my hair with this. I do not want any product, any heat styling tools on my hair that goes over 150 degrees, touching my hair without heat styling products, or if possible at all, because I really value the quality of my hair, and it's a big part of my career, it's a big part of my life. I just love having really healthy hair, and I hope you do too. So, is it worth it? 100%. 100%. If you use it once a week, if you use it 5 times a week, if you use it 7 times a week, there's really no excuse unless you don't care about the quality of your hair, and that's the bottom line. So, because I'm so excited about this product, I am actually going to give away one of them myself. So I'm going to be giving away one of these. If you want to win this, all you have to do is follow my Instagram account, Jessie_Koo, and click the notifications, and I will, in the next couple weeks, drop a competition post, and then you will get the notifications on how to enter the competition. I'll open it worldwide, so no matter where you are, you'll be able to get this. It does have an Australian extension-y thingy. It looks like this. So you're just going to have to get yourself a Australian adapter thingamabobs. So that's it for me. Is it worth it? Yes. Do you need it? Yes. Am I paid to say that? No. If you want it for yourself, follow me on Instagram, Jessie Coop, turn on the notifications, and I will give one away to you there. Thanks, guys. Please share your thoughts below. I would love to have the conversation down there as well. If there are any other hairdryers you believe in, if there are other ones that you think are really, really great for your hair that doesn't really reach a very high temperature, that still work, please, I'd love to hear all of your thoughts, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.